A very good afternoon to all of you. So once again we are continuing our discussion on the Tudel factor, the role in DFT, okay, and the interlink between DFT and DTFT. Okay, so there we are. That is, the Tudel factor had been defined in the previous lecture, and that was quite easy for all of us. Okay, now we can easily observe from the Tudel factor that the role of Kn, yes, it means the two things are interlinked. The discrete sampling is interlinked with the discrete sampling of DTFT. Are you getting it? The K represents the discrete samples of DTFT which give us DFT, and N represents the samples in the discrete domain. So both of these domain are interlinked. That is, f of k is given by summation n equals to 0 to n minus 1 f of n wn kn, and f of n is given by 1 by n summation n equals 0 to n minus 1 f of k wn minus kn. Okay, now again this Tudel factor is defined quite clearly. Okay, now the value of k is varied. That is, we are going to check the variation of this Tudel factor with respect to k and with respect to n. In the k part, put small k equals to capital K plus n, that is e to the power minus j 2 pi by n into k plus n into n. You can easily observe this part, that e minus j 2 pi by n multiplied by k, okay, will get multiplied by n, and the rest term, that is the nn, will get cancelled. The capital N gets cancelled with the small n, and we are left with e to the power minus j 2 pi n into small n. Okay, with a multiplying factor k also. K will also be there. This thing will be repetitive in nature. This term will give you 1 because it is a multiple of 2 pi. Yes, it is an integral multiple of 2 pi. So it is for sure it is going to give us 1, and this term will retain its identity. So we can see that the Tudel factor is periodic in k as well as in n. It is periodic in both k and n. Okay, next. Now the representation of Fourier series, the representation of the DFT is now being presented here in terms of Tudel factor. Have a look at the first expression. This is f of k. F of k equals to summation n going from 0 to n minus 1. This is simply representing the DFT, the number of points, or the n point DFT. How an n point is defined? For example, n is varying from 0 to n minus 1. So how many number of points are there? N points are there. N points are there, so it will be termed as n point DFT, f of n multiplied by Tudel factor. Now we are going to put k equals to 0. F of 0 equals to small f of 0 plus f of 1 plus f of 2 varies up to f of n minus 1. Capital F of 1, f of 0, wn 0, f of 1, wn 1, f of 2, wn 2, and similarly it will go up to f of n minus 1 wn raised to the power n minus 1. You can see here, this is nothing but f of n minus 1 wn to the power n minus 1. So this is quite clear to all of us that this is the variation that we were looking up to or encountering it. Okay, now have a look at this f of 2. F of 2 will be nothing but n is 0, k is 2, so 0, wn raised to the power 0. In the second term, k is 2, here the k is 2, n is 1, so this will become 2, wn raised to the power 2. Again this is f of 2, wn 4. So this is f3, k is 2, and n is 3. So in this way, the variation of Tudel factor can be easily understood. These are the terms that are understood, and it goes on varying till capital F of n minus 1. This is capital F n minus 1 where f of 0 is there, wn 0 is there, small f1, wn n minus 1 is there, and the terms go on. Now the matrix representation. The matrix representation is shown here, and it can be easily observed from this point. Have a look at this part. This whole part is nothing but the multiplication of f0, f1, f2, f3 up to fn minus 1 with 1 1 1 1 1 and 1 1 1 1 1. That's it. Second part will be, we can easily see this is wn0, wn1, wn2, wn3, which is written here 1 wn, wn2, wn3, wn minus 1. Simply you can simply write this 2, 3 and all the terms. Okay, just I want to shed some light on the last part. The last part is wn raised to power n minus 1, and you can easily observe from this part is that this is wn2 of n minus 1. At the last part it will become wn into wn minus 1, that is sorry for this interruption, wn raised to power n minus 1 the whole square. Now coming up to the definition of capital F. Capital F is nothing but dn. This is what dn looks like. F represented by small f, dn inverse f. What I am doing here is that I am taking this dn to the left hand side. So the small f is represented as dn inverse of capital F. Now I want to have a slight discussion regarding this expression. dn inverse equals to dn transpose upon n. How this is coming? dn conjugate. Have a look at this. We are going to the backward pages. Just have a look at this expression. This is our wn, this is wn, and this is wn conjugate. Is it clear? So when we are coming to the representation, we can easily see that wn conjugate is divided by n. Is it clear or not? wn conjugate is divided by n. So this is what is being presented here. Have a look at this. Yes, this is what is present here. dn inverse is equals to dn conjugate upon n. Okay, now wn to the power n e minus j2 pi n by n. So this is quite easy to understand. Now the variation of wn with n needs to be studied, as I had already discussed with you while the multiplication. So if we multiply this expression by wn raised to the power k, then we are getting this thing, kk both sides, and this is what we are obtaining. wn kn is what we are getting. So this is also periodic with kn. Now coming to the very interesting thing, the repetition of Twiddle factors. Have a look at this. wn to the power n plus n will repeat it after the n part if the 4-point n point DFT is this. Have a look at this. wn0, the DFT is wn to the power 4. So it will repeat itself after 4. wn to the power 1, and we are varying this 1 by 4 points. So we are getting wn5. Similarly wn2, again we are varying it by 2. So you can easily understand that if we are arriving at wn4, then wn4 will equals to wn8 and wn0. How? Because the number of points are 4. So the ninth one, wn9, will automatically symbolize wn1, or it will automatically give you wn5. It is quite easy to understand. Here we are getting a multiplying factor of 4, and we will simply break this wn in terms of 4. And by this 4, by using this 4, by using the number of points in the DFT, we can easily what we can say calibrate the Twiddle factor into the measurable values. Similarly, the variation in wn can be studied for a 8-point DFT. Again, wn1 will be equals to 1 plus 8, 9. wn2 will be equals to 8 plus 2, 10. wn3 will be equals to 3 plus 8, 11, and simply so on. wn4 will be equals to wn8 plus 4, 12. wn5 will be equals to 8 plus 5, 13, and simply it goes on. 8, 7, 15, and simply we are sure to get these WNs. Is it clear to you or not? So this was the role and the variation of DFT, or I can simply say that this is how the Tudel factor will impact us. I will again want to repeat one thing, that the Tudel factor is periodic, and it is periodic in two terms, capital K and capital N. So these are some of the important aspects of DFT. I will come to the rest of the aspects in the next lecture. Thank you.